Konnichiwa minasan. It is Monday, April 13th, 2015 at approximately 5:59 a.m. And this is my moment of truth. What's been going on in my life lately? Well, we got big news. I get to find out that my boss is a man of his word, and I will be heading out on the road if this note is a testament to that. It says, be at work Monday, April 13th, in Browns at 5 p.m. to train for Air Route in Lawrence. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I don't necessarily trust people when they say stuff, but when they set things into motion, then it offers a lot of credence to them. And I believe things. But, talk is cheap, so you can't believe everybody. Seeing that my boss set this into motion and that I have the chance to do it makes things very good for me. I'm going to be going out and being trained by the same guy that I was out with last time. And he's a good guy, so I think I'll be learning a lot, and I think that things will go well. So I just laundered my uniform and have things all nice and neat and pressed, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I believe one of my coworkers who covers that route is going to be out for this week, so I'll probably be training all week learning that route. That should be a very, very good thing. So yeah, there you go with that one. I got to the realization these days I'm at the point in my life where I'm starting to think about things in terms of what I want to do with the rest of my life. And I come to that realization when you get to realize you're at a certain age and you see people ahead of you who are getting older that you remember when they were younger. One of my, musical role models is Eddie Van Halen. I looked up to him very, very much. I don't see him as a perfect role model in his personal life, but he is a very good musician, and I do look to learn as much as I can from him. But I did get to see an interview of him lately, and he's an older person, You get to see people change as they get older, but when you get to see them, really take on the years a bit, and they've changed quite a bit since they were young, you get to kind of look at that and say, whoa, wait a second, they're so many years ahead of me, and, everybody's getting old. I'm going to get to be old like that too. So it kind of makes me think, I said, what do I want to do? Where have I come from? Now, my life has been storied in the past with a night schedule. I've been working a night schedule and doing that kind of thing. It really throws the equilibrium of my wake-sleep schedule, pretty much everything on a whole. It's a horrible, horrible thing to try to balance too, and you really don't know how to get to that point of balancing things or knowing how things work for probably many, many years of being into that schedule. And I kind of look at things on a personal level and say, well, geez, people get married, they have kids, they get into relationships, they own houses, they have all kinds of stuff going on. And I kind of looked at that for myself and said, well, I never really saw that. Mostly because of the schedule, mostly because it puts me in a space that's not necessarily with everybody else. And I don't necessarily feel that I have control of my life at that point. And I don't even have that extra time to go and say, well, I want to do this extra thing, or I just have time to screw around. And, it's always been a drive to try to get things done that I need to get done. And everything thereafter that was just an existence in darkness, pretty much living as a ghost. Nobody sees you, nobody hears you. They might hear you go bump in the night, but, that's it. I've been running crazy this past weekend. Mostly to do these videos and take care of some technical stuff. A Saturday I had an appointment to go to the Apple store in Nashua, New Hampshire. It was the soonest appointment that I could make. I had a technical issue that I couldn't figure out with my computer, so I needed some help with that. So I ran up there and I did that, and I came back south here, and I had enough time to do my grocery shopping. I can't remember. I don't think I had anything too much else in between. But it just left me running. Sunday I woke up and I was able to figure out the pieces of what I needed to put together on my computer to try to get things together. So I kind of pieced together of what I was shown on Saturday, looked at my notes, and was able to figure things out. So I had a problem in trying to get one of my vlogs out onto the net, and I actually had to go back and re-edit things and try to find my old footage and how to import that and get into other places on my computer that was easy for me to get to. So I'm still learning the technical end of things like that. So I worked on it when I got up, and then I found that I needed to go to the camera store to pick up something that's a storm jacket for my camera. I know I'm kind of all over the place with this, but you know, it's something that keeps the camera out of the weather when you're shooting video footage. So I went over there and I shot some nature footage over there, and it took up some time. I had to go to the fabric store and pick up some material for some flags that I'm working on to kind of give people a heads up if I'm doing video shooting down the road, so that if you're driving down the road you kind of see, you know, that something's up ahead. But I wasn't able to make it there in time after I shot my nature footage, and I looked at the clock and I said, whoa, wait a second, I'm running late. So I had to come back home, finish editing my video, go to the Barnes & Noble in Burlington, and get there before they close at 10 o'clock to try to upload my video onto YouTube. Unfortunately, it was not able to process in time to be there. So if you see that video is going to be late. But it's a nice video and I put it together very well. So I just look at this and I said, there's only so many hours in the day. I mean, you look at your life and you say there's so many years that you might have left, and there's only so many hours in the day, and you only have so many weekends, you only have so much vacation time. What are you really going to do? You know? I myself don't want to take on the whole thing of having a hot rod and what kind of car and how much time do I want to put into that. If I do that at all, I mean, I like cars. Then there's the more personal aspect of things, relationships. You know, I've never really seen that come to happen. People get married, people have kids, and people own houses, and people do wondrous, amazing things, you know. And those kids grow up and they go to college and they become independent, hard-working adults just like anybody else, or at least you hope they do. But things happen like that, and when you kind of see that not happen for you, you kind of scratch your head and you say, you know, maybe I gotta prioritize things. But when you only have so much stuff to work at, you know, when you've got a night schedule, you only have so many hours to do things, it kind of pushes you up against the wall to kind of accomplish that. So I get a little bit concerned. When people get older, the urge to merge is not so prevalent, and that's a very, very true thing. But I kind of think about that, you know. I gotta pay off a house, so someday I'm gonna own a house. I gotta pay off a house, but I also have to retire, and I also have to take care of the other things in between, you know. Do I want to own a car that's going to be breaking down all the time? Is it more important that I get a new car, or do I hang on to the old car, save the money, put more money towards retirement, and then get a car down the road, you know? These kinds of things, they make you think. They make you think, and you kind of wonder what's very important. Time goes by, you know, and all the money in the world can't buy you more time. So I really think about that. It makes you think about things quite a bit. I know I've said that a lot. You know, I look at things like transition, kind of look at that, and you say, well, yeah, okay. Is it very important? I think at this point in my life, I've got enough stuff going on with work where I want to be established as a driver. I want to work during the day. That's not something I'm really thinking about right now. But it's something I do want to plan. I'm also trying to make friends with the night schedule because I see that I'm going to be here for a while. I'm not sure exactly how long, but I know that for this time, this place, I do have to be happy. So I made it a point that since I'm bumping my schedule up back to the nights, when I come home from work, my priority is I have to eat and then I have to sleep as soon as possible. So that way I get up earlier, sometime in probably, I would say like 2 or 3 o'clock, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. That way I'm not so much in a rush to get things done, and I'm a little bit happier with my schedule. So far the case is I've been disciplined enough where that's actually going to be working. So I think that's good. If I'm happy for the night schedule, that's great. I'm also kind of thinking, I said, if I want to make appointments, like, to talk to somebody about some of my trans stuff and all that kind of things, it's important enough where I probably don't want to put that aside. So I'm kind of melding that too, thinking about it, Right now I'm busy on the technical end of things. I gotta find a way to upload videos. I don't want to be stagnant with that, much like I am right now. And my time is very, very precious. So if I can find a way to upload videos without being dedicated to some type of contract, then that's a good thing. I think there's a way, but I need to look into the technical end of things of that. So that's my moment of truth. That's what's going on right here, right now. Even though it's a little crazy, I try not to get too overwhelmed, but I'm very thankful to be full-time at my company, and I never ever regret that. I mean, it's a very, very good thing. And even though part of my schedule is taken out from the week, from what it used to be as a part-timer, things are moving in a forward direction, and I'm very, very happy with that. That is my moment of truth. Until then, be good. Don't do anything that I would do, and oh yeah, stay safe. Stay safe, guys.